We are live, my friends. All right, let me just take this off. Let me see what it looks like on Facebook. Let me log in and see if it's looking, because I always like to make sure that we're actually live.
I log in too?
Perfect. I see us. All right. Wow. Well, welcome everyone and good morning. I am Zaina Degaya and I am so excited. We are launching this morning a series of conversations with the Creatrix Journeys authors. So we are counting down from today to Monday. We are going to be launching our baby, our collaboration and book that we are sharing with the world. So this morning, I am so excited to have a conversation with my friend and sister, Jeanette Garcia Blanco, who is one of the authors in this book. Welcome, Jeanette. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for following us.
So we're just going to talk and everybody's going to listen in, right? So we're just going to have a conversation and we're letting you in on our conversation, okay? Mm-hmm. So we've been working on this book since, gosh, I want to say November. So Jeanette, first of all, what had you say yes to this? What had you say yes to sharing your story in this book?
Well, I have said yes to share part of my transformation that occurred in my life, so it can help other people accept their realities and transform it into positivity, and to break through any obstacles that people might be encountering. And I have said yes to not only sharing my stories, but sharing the stories in the future of beautiful women who share that experience with me too.
Let's talk about that a little bit, Jeanette, because I'm always moved when I share about your story. There's something profound about not just what happened in your life, but who you chose to be in the face of what happened. So tell us just a little bit about what's the experience that you share about in your story that you had.
Well, in 2019, as part of my immigration process, I went to my interview and thinking that, it will be a couple of hours, I'll be all out. And I was detained. I was brought to an immigration detention center, and what initially was going to be a 2 hours process for bureaucracy and paperwork turned into me being 4 months detained in an immigrant detention center, and that transformed my life completely.
Wow, that was like life threw you a total curve.
Correct. Curve. Yes, a total curve, unexpected. And yes.
Jeanette, like just briefly, like what was that like for you to go from I mean, you thought next morning you were going to wake up in your bed and go back to life as usual. And then what was that like?
Well, when people ask me, I always describe it's like living in a dream, in your dream that you want to wake up. And then it happened at different stages. First, there's this disbelief. You don't believe that it's happening to you. And then there's this certain, I would say, like kind of peace that you feel that you're in a purgatory, that you're dead and the whole world is living around you, but you can't do anything. It's like you're observing everything from a cloud and see, I want to do this, but you can't. You just observe the world happening outside of your own control, which is how life is anyways. So it was a way to see it in real time.
Wow. It's like living a nightmare. You were like living in a nightmare.
And kind of.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a nightmare. It was just brought back to a reality I didn't want to look at. But it's out of control. You just release and surrender. It's an experience of release and surrender.
Wow. And how long were you detained for?
I was detained for 4 months in a center in Florida for women. It was men and women, but women, they were separate. Yes.
I remember those 4 months you celebrated your 50th birthday, right?
Yes, I did.
Wow. How was that?
It was an experience. I remember that one of the activities they asked us to do was like, you make your vision board. And I said, like, I want to have the greatest birthday of my life. And it happened there. I thought we would be released and I have a party, but all those women, they gathered and they made a party for me with music. They built an own cake based on little cupcakes. They made artwork, they made flowers that I still keep, like art or flowers with the colors of my flag, the Dominican flag. And it was a profound experience of love and sharing and gratitude, So I think it's an unforgettable celebration. It was an unforgettable celebration for me.
You will never forget that 50th birthday.
Never.
Yesterday I was on a radio show and they were asking me about my favorite client, and I shared about you, Jeanette, and one of the things I shared about, I was like, this woman is so powerful that she created a vision board, and then her vision board came to life, but it came to life like not the way she wanted, right? But can you share a little bit about that? How profound that was for you to see the items on your vision board in the detention center, and like share a little bit about that?
Yeah, and I was sharing that with my friends who came to visit on Sunday. I showed them the vision board. I said, look, it's true. So I still keep it. So when I did my yoga teacher training, the 200 hours yoga teacher training with you and Moses at I Love Yoga Studio, you made us make our vision board or plan of action after we finished that transformational experience. So I drew a huge butterfly, which is my spirit animal, and my name, my yoga name. So to one side, I said, for my vision, I can see helping immigrants by translating. I want to teach yoga in prisons, and I want to be a translator for immigrants. So I folded vision board, and years passed, and then I am here at this center detained, and I'm teaching yoga at prisons. I'm translating paperwork for immigrants, and I'm helping them move their cases. So it was like three. I'm like, okay, God, this is not precisely the way I ask you to do, but here it is. I take it. I think the lesson there is you need to be careful what you ask or specific, because the universe will give it to you in a different way.
And for you, it was the fulfillment of being in your purpose, like doing what you love. So you found yourself in detention center, like being so useful. You were used up. They used you. Like, it's the best feeling to just be used up by life. Like, you were used up teaching yoga every day, helping women, like empowering women. You were the source for these women of light, of wisdom, of encouragement, of hope and faith. So you got to live your dream in the detention center. You are a beacon of light for the world and for those women. So now tell us about so you're compiling right now a book of all the stories of these different women to honor their story, and to also bring attention to this situation, right? This immigration situation in the US. So share a little bit about what your intention is with the book, like of sharing what you're sharing in your book. And what are you calling your book? Do we have a title?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it will be the definitive title. Since I entered the center and like the days passed by, it was like I was getting these messages you have to write. So I outlined the chapters of the book, and as I was meeting women, I'm okay, this chapter is going to be this way. So the book is going to be called the Human Action Act, because the immigration law is called the Immigration Act. So I just want to focus on immigration from a human part of point of view. And it's just, it's nothing, it's just me sharing the stories of those women. And you said I was used, I contributed, but I think I also was fed by the love of those women, by their story. For me, it was like a biosynthesis between me and them and her, because we were sharing so much experience, and that what made my personality transform. So I received so much from those women, and I think I need to honor them, their lives, what happened, what they lived, what we live there. And each chapter, I know there were so many, but I'm trying to compile the women that most impacted or tell stories about what we live there. So each chapter will be about the impact that each one of those women had in my life and how we move through obstacles there
Together, and
as
you're
well.
still them, right?
Yes, we still, we have a group. We get together with some of them. Sometimes we help. We try to help as much as we can to those who are living a difficult situation.
So, Jeanette, what would you say is the main message that came out of this experience for you? What was the main message, and the main message that you're sharing with the world by sharing your book?
Well, it's as the title of our book compilation says, life happens for me, not to me. At the beginning, obviously, you were renegading. I was cursing. I was in despair. And then I started looking at it from different eyes, like from the eyes of a bigger plan. And the experience is that you can transform any situation, any obstacle into a possibility. You can fuel from that obstacle to become greater. And if it doesn't work, you can try again. And the other experience or point is that you can create miracles, like with your faith and with the help of community and other people. There is an infinite realm of possibilities to transform lives, and I saw miracles there every day, every single day. Things that we thought it were impossible, they materialized just because we were together, we prayed, we were in a soul connection that we make things happen. So I want to empower not only women, everybody, to have that belief that we can transform our lives.
Wow. I'm really touched by that. Can you say a little bit more, Jeanette, about how we can all cause miracles, and we just having faith? What is that like for you? What is it like to have faith? What does it look like?
It's just to surrender and let go of fear, because faith and fear cannot live in the same space. Just like, water and fire, there's in biologic chemistry, there are two elements cannot be on top of each other. So fire, like faith and fear, cannot coincide. So when you have those feelings of fear, you just replace them by faith, and then it helps you move forward.
I think it really helped too when you said surrender.
Yes.
It's scary to surrender and stop doing what we usually do, which would be just worrying or something, right? Or stressing or being anxious. So once we let go of that, which seems to be useful at the time, but it's really not. And then there's a surrender. I'm telling you, Jeanette, I am listening to you like I am in the front row seat being your student. I really needed to hear this today. In the universe, y'all, fear and faith can't exist at the same time. Pick one. Hold on tight. Hold on tight, or surrender. Beautiful. Jeanette, is there anything else, any other message that you want to share from your experience, from your life, and from your heart to the world?
Well, again, as I said, the power to transform is there within you. So whatever occurs for you, just make it greater. Just take it, absorb it, surrender, and transform it. And I think that will be my main message for today. I'm happy to be in this collaboration. I'm happy to have started this path, because it was in my head for so long to expose and share this experience. And I think I'm thanking you for giving me the possibility of opening that door and sharing the stories of those women who were wonderful. And I think my life will never be the same. And I thank the universe for giving me that experience that changed my life completely.
Y'all, that's transformation. You know, that's so beautiful, Jeanette. Like the first level is getting what the lesson is. But where you are, I call it the point of no return. That's when you're like, you can look at the experience and be like, I am grateful for it. I wouldn't have it any other way because you're so clear. And Jeanette, I acknowledge you. I was with you before you went into the detention center. I was with you during, I mean, not there. And then I was with you after. And I acknowledge you for the transformation you caused. I was so excited to see you when you came out because I knew I was meeting a new woman.
Yes, indeed. I am a new woman, and the challenge now is to keep working that path and share the experience and share whatever wisdom God wanted me to learn, share it and help. And yes. I think that's my path.
I am so excited for you. I'm so excited for your book. And meanwhile, you can read Jeanette's chapter in the Creatrix Journeys, where she shares very vulnerably her experience and how she came to these lessons while she was living, not the life that she wanted. And instead of resisting it, she did what I tell Jeanette she does. She took those damn lemonades and she made some margaritas.
Yes, or mojitos.
Or mojitos. And she learned how to do makeup in jail, right? She showed me how they did her hair. Jeanette, thank you. Thank you for the generosity of sharing and putting your story out in the world, because being vulnerable is the new strong. It's so hot and it's so sexy. And I think I'm just excited for the world to hear your story and know that any one of us can cause miracles. All there is to do is surrender. I'm down for that. Okay, well, you all, the book Creatrix Journeys will be released on Monday, the 27th at 5 p.m. It will be available. You can pre-order a copy by leaving a comment in this video, and we will send you a link to get your pre-order. It will be available on print, and it will be available on Kindle, and it may also be available on Audible, but we'll see. That'll come as the next project, which is where we would narrate the book. But meanwhile, on Monday, you can get a paper copy. We're going to have a promotion next week when it launches. The Kindle edition will be available for 99 cents, and it would be amazing for you all to support us in this first week and get your copy and read the stories and share with us what you get out of it. So thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna jump on this week with the different authors of the book, and you'll get to meet them. And then we'll put the book out Monday. Thank you so much, Jeanette, for joining us.
Thank you.